What's up, MSU Yu-Gi-Oh! Today we're here with Nick. He got first today at our 9th local of the semester. Nick, what do you want today?
I'm playing my Brave Token Adventure Stun deck, whatever you want to call it, a Mono Wado Turbo.
You got it.
Pretty much just FU the deck.
Alright, let's see what's in it.
Alright, so 3 Mono Wado, obviously. This is the main stun card of the deck. You activate Right of MSU, and then this guy does not return your hand at the end phase, or ever. So he pretty much is like a Mystic Mind. Your opponent can't activate monster effects except for Spirit Monsters, and I'm not too worried about Spirit Monsters, so... Thing is Fenrir can like swing over him, but I have ways to stop Fenrir from swinging over him, and that's pretty much all they can do is just try to swing over it and then fail. So then for the adventure package, triple Enchantress obviously just gets your Right of Aramesir, 1 Griffin Rider, and then 1 Illegal Knight. This one I end up using his on-field effect a lot, which is to place a field spell from your deck. You place the break field spell. A lot of people don't know he does that. And then obviously Griffin, just 1 because he can keep shuffling himself back. And then I thought about cutting Illegal Knight because he didn't come up that much, but I decided to play him. And he didn't come up once tonight, but I still like having the ability to have another big name if my Griffin gets outed. So
just knowing you have access to it?
Yeah, he comes up occasionally, but tonight he didn't. So still pretty nice card. Then for the hand trap lineup, I always play a massive hand trap lineup. Triple Ash Blossom, best card in the format. Hits literally everything. I decided to play triple Veiler instead of Nibiru tonight, just for this locals in particular. I was on Nibiru for other locals because I expected a lot of cash, and the cash players at the other places I were at were going full combo, but it seemed like the cash players here were just doing a Rise Heart pass. So I decided to just go Veiler. And I didn't end up playing any cash tonight, but I still think Veiler was a good choice. I played triple Gamma, 1 Driver. There's a lot of spots in this deck where your opponent can ash you while you have no monsters on the field, and you can punish them, and then you can make a synchro and punish them even more. And Gamma is another just really generic hand trap, so I think my lineup tonight was just the most generic lineup I could possibly think to hit as many decks as possible.
Makes sense?
I drew Driver like crazy though. I draw Driver like it's my job. Triple Pros, I upgraded from the Extravs. I didn't want to spend the money on it, so I traded for them, and it really does help the consistency of this deck. Extra was just drawing me garbage, so Frosty makes the deck so much more consistent. Triple Right, probably the best card to draw in the deck because your opponent can't ash it. They can ash the Faithful Search, but you at least get to your token, at least get the Faithful on field. So, right, correct card. In this deck you play Triple Faithful because it is a starter. It doesn't get you the Griffin Rider or Illegal Knight, but you do get to Enchantress and the token, so you can kind of beat him down with that, and then next turn you can search whatever one you need. So, yeah, 3 of that. Play the 1 Draco back. Its card's amazing, outs so many boards.
It's just insane.
Yeah, sometimes when I have to out like a certain board, I will normal summon a Mono Wado and then trigger Fateful, and then attach this to the token and use it to bounce something, and they can't negate it or respond to it. So, yeah, Draco back's crazy. I'm gonna play the other equip spell, Starlit Papillon. It makes my opponent's monsters go down by 500 for each Brave monster, not counting the token. And when it's combined with the field spell, it protects whatever is equipped with it. So usually I'm going to be equipping this to a Mono Wado if I can to make it unaffected, and also so my opponent can't just swing over it by battle. But occasionally I just put it on the token. And then the field spell has an effect when your token destroys something by battle, you draw a card. So that comes up in grind games. I don't play, there's another field spell and another equip spell in the deck, but I don't play them because they're bricky and they don't really do anything better than those ones do. I decided to play 1 Foolish. This was my 40th slot. I always play 40 cards. I really wanted it to be called by, but again, the deck struggled with consistency, so I needed another starter to access Enchantress. So, and I'm playing the Brave package, so I really don't lose that hard to hand traps, especially when I also play Gamma for the Ash. So. Then I played Triple Evenly in the main deck was my other change for the format. This card, it's just like, I found myself wanting it in my hand every time I lost the die roll and had to go second. So I was like, you know, let me just play it, and then I won't be wanting it so much. So it, I don't think it came up that much in game 1s today, but it did come up in game 2s and 3s, so pretty good. Then I played triple Imperm. That's the last hand trap in the main deck. Imperm, so good. Not much to say about that. And then the last floodgate we played today was Tikaboo. This was a format call. It hits Kashtira. It hits pretty much every road deck. Math Mech. This card won me the game against Math Mech. I drew it both games. He was able to Dark Ruler the Amano Wado, but I just had this and he lost. So it doesn't hit branded, but it hits pretty much everything else. Luckily I didn't play branded today because that is also one of my worst matchups. Extra deck is literally again just all Winter's Cherries targets. One Scareclaw Tryhard. I can also make this card sometimes, and it's pretty funny because it can break boards, puts everything to defense, but it also works so that I can rip it from Scareclaw players. These are the Gamma targets. I ended up having to trade off my Draco Berserker to get something better, but I'm just going to buy it back. It should be Draco Berserker, but Scrap Dragon, but yeah, I'll end up buying it back. One Monk and a Tenyi for Sword Soul. Sometimes if they open with Tenyis, you pretty much have to cherries this. I also play the Chijiao, but if they open Tenyis, you have to cherry that one or else you lose. Sprint is my Sprite target. Probably should be Gigantic, but I don't own a Gigantic, so Sprint. I put this one, I guess I'm respecting Spriggans, or whatever, like I heard Traptrix was playing this card, so whatever. Jasmine's for plant players. Apparently Traptrix was also playing this card, so, and that card's $20 now. Shangri, I don't own an Arise Heart. I might switch it to Arise Heart, but they have to hard make the Arise Heart, meaning they have to have like one extender, so I don't know. I might switch to Arise Heart. Alan Bershin, I played against Math Mech today. I didn't draw into cherries, but I was ready to go if I had cherries. That's probably the best one to rip. This is for the Pendulum deck, the Ignister, or what do you call it, deck, Draco Slayer deck.
Check out.
Mirror Jade is between this or Lubellion, but Mirror Jade's like the hardest card for me to deal with, so I can just keep him off it for one turn. Maybe I can set up a Floodgate. Chijiao, like I said, if they open Tenyis, you have to cherry the Tenyi, but if they don't open Tenyis, you have to cherry this, so kind of bad that I have to devote 2 slots to that, but it is what it is. Nuturia Runic is huge right now, and Nuturia Beast kills my whole deck, so this card's the funniest one to Winter Cherries. If you Winter Cherries Traptrix Sarah, they just lose the whole game. I did not resolve cherries against this, but I've done it before, and it won me the game on the spot. And then Dragoon, this is just like, I couldn't figure out what else to put, so some branded players were on Dragoon, so I can't out Dragoon. Side deck, I put a shit ton of back row removal in here because there was a lot of back row here. So 1 Duster, 1 Twister, triple Cosmic. Thought about Lightning Storm, but I wanted a card that I could also start for going first to hit the back row decks, because when they flip Floodgates against me, it does make me lose if I don't have a chainable card to it. So, pretty big back row removal package. This was between Anti-Spell or Iron Wall. I chose Iron Wall because evenly, and this is just like a really good card. I think this is better than Anti-Spell right now.
It hits a surprising number.
Yeah, it makes it really hard to out my board. Can't Cosmic, can't Evenly, and a lot of decks, Kashtira can't play the game at all. So this was, I played against Flunderies today. This is pretty good. Triple Judgment. This card is the best card for going first ever printed. I put it in every single one of my decks for going first. Not much to say. Then the obvious Winter Cherries. I never draw this card, but when I do draw it, it wins me the game. So maybe one day I'll draw it. And then the last one was 1 Pankatops. I wanted something that could threaten both front row and back row in addition to just evenly. So I chose this one. Didn't come up, but yeah. That's the deck profile. Check out Chris Hansen Field Center. Or token actually, but I'm using it.
Brave token?
Yeah, it's my Brave token. It's Chris Hansen. And shout out to MSU Yu-Gi-Oh! And also shout out to my channel, Metasheep Slaughterhouse.
Makes sense. Well, thank you very much. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.